Alright, hey guys, what's up? This is Kyle here. I wanted to do a response vid for the Mr. K-pop fan. He made a video talking about which company is better, YG or SM, and why he thinks SM Entertainment is bigger and better than YG Entertainment. So, really good topic video to discuss on. One thing I definitely agree with Mr. K-pop fan on is that SM Entertainment is the biggest leading company right now in K-pop, and that they do have the largest crop of talent that are promoting right now, from TVXQ, BoA, Shiny, FX, Sonishide, Super Junior, and now exo-k and M. Definitely agree with that. From a business standpoint, I like SM a lot. I think their market strategy and how they market not only their artists but their business and the connections and resources that they have in and outside of Korea, like within America and Europe, their European market. The connections they have there is just ridiculous. But it's impressive. And one thing I've always liked with SM Entertainment that makes them different from the other competition is that they train their artists to be multi-talented in multiple forms of media besides singing, whether it's acting, becoming MCs on music programs and different shows, to teaching them what to say, what not to say, and how to carry themselves on a variety program or talk show, so that they won't receive any type of negative feedback or negativity from the public and from the public and people. So absolutely love that about SM Entertainment. So from a business standpoint, I like SM Entertainment. Besides that, I really hate SM Entertainment. I think the way SM treats their artists, I think they treat their artists like slaves almost. I think SM Entertainment sees their artists as nothing but cash cows, and they see them as nothing more than being cash cows. Anyone who's a fan of Sonishide and follows the group knows that their schedules and the way SM books them is just absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of people can argue the issue and say, well, this is the life of a celebrity, so they ask for it. And then others may say, well, they're popular right now, so that's, this is why they have all these schedules and stuff, and they're everywhere because they're popular. I get that. I understand that this comes with the territory of being a celebrity. I understand that they're by popular demand. They are what's hot right now. So of course they want to be everywhere, and they have to be everywhere, and the company has to make money off that and capitalize on that. I absolutely understand that. But at the end of the day, you strip away the fame and fortune and the number one record, the best-selling records. You strip away the awards. You strip away the number one singles. At the end of the day, you have 9 human being women, nine women who are human beings that at the end of the day, they will get tired, they will get hungry, they will get sick, they will get exhausted. They're human beings, and even Shiny, their schedule that SM gives them is ridiculous, and EXO, not EXO, but FX is absolutely ridiculous, and I can only imagine the schedule awaits EXO. Pretty frightening stuff. I remember earlier this year when Sonishide was still promoting their album. Well, not earlier this year, but like late last year when Sonishide was still promoting The Boys. They had kind of complained, talked about, and shared their thoughts about how they don't like the fact how SM Entertainment gives them 2 to 3 days of a vacation, and now also when SM does give them their vacation, they don't even get a heads up and know about it. It just happens unexpectedly. They get a vacation, and I think it's kind of both. I mean, just to not have enough time to prepare or get a heads up that you're gonna have a vacation or when you're gonna get a break. That could be stressful and bring on a little bit of an anxiety if you're not prepared. If you're not prepared or ready, to take a break and take a vacation. So they talked about that and how they don't get enough vacation days. They only get 2 to 3 vacation days. And amongst 9 people, 2 to 3 vacation days is not enough for 9 people. women. That's ridiculous for SM to do those things. Um, why I like YG Entertainment more than one reason why I like YG Entertainment besides their musical style, which is R&B, hip hop with the occasional pop that I prefer more than rather than SM's style and music. YG Entertainment has they have a close knit type relationship with their artists. It's more of a family oriented type of like business relationship that they have with their artists. The CEO of YG Entertainment says, it's hard to get in our company, but once you're in, you're like family, and that he has his trainees where, if there's anything that his trainees are concerned about, whether it be like the direction of their musical style or, just any of those things, to come to him and talk with him or one of the higher up staffs, and they can come together, try to work, a mutual agreement, on something. I like that mindset of YG Entertainment. And when you and one of the reasons why I think one of the reasons why Big Bang are not only one of the most popular male groups out right now, but also could go down in history as one of the greatest of all time, is because YG gives them their freedom and their creativity to write their own lyrics, compose their own songs, and their own music. So when Big Bang comes out with their songs and the albums, most of the material was written and composed and made by the members of Big Bang. So that way it makes the music just that much more, it makes the quality of the music that much better. Because, if you limit the creativity of your artist, you're not going to get the very best out of that artist. It's like what, what's his name? Well, We Song said not a few months ago, but a few years back, how he said artists of today really need to kind of contribute more into their music and get more input because they expect so much from these companies and expect these companies to do everything for them, and the companies do everything for them, that when the day comes when the artist and the company should separate, that the artist would kind of stagnate a little bit and kind of struggle in trying to thrive within the entertainment business because they don't know what to do next because their company did everything for them. And I absolutely agree with that. And SM Entertainment doesn't really let their artists have, creativity in their music, or anything like that. So I think that it hasn't hurt SM. Obviously, SM is still, they're the biggest company out right now. So that philosophy hasn't hurt them, but it still doesn't hurt either. I think to have your artists express their creativity and their freedom, expressed in their music. So that's one of the reasons I've always liked YG the best over SM, hands down. And even JYP Entertainment, even JYP Entertainment has the same mindset that YG has, and that family-oriented type of like atmosphere. Because if you look at YG Entertainment and the artist that's in that label, you could feel the close tightness, and you see that they look happy, and you see it. You look at JYP's artists, it's the same thing. With SM Entertainment, you really don't get that feeling. With SM now, I believe that there's a close, tight-knit bond amongst the artists, but between the artist and the company, you don't get that same type of feeling. Between the artist and SM Entertainment, the company, it's like a cold type of like atmosphere where it's just like, this is just business as usual, nothing more, nothing less. Our relationship is completely, strictly business. That's it. And at the end of the day, it is a business, but still, if you want the best out of your employees, you got to make them feel comfortable. I'm not saying spoil them to death, but don't make them feel like they're pieces of meat and they could just be replaced, within the blink of an eye. They could be replaced, No one wants to feel like crap, and I think SM Entertainment kind of does that with their artists. They treat them like they're robots and they can be easily replaced, and they see them as nothing more than cash cows, and once they depreciate in the value, they toss you aside and replace you with something else, or with someone else. So, that's why I mostly hate SM Entertainment. Business-wise, I think they're great, but other than that, I really hate the company itself. I love the artists that come from them, but the company in itself and how they treat their artists, I think is wrong and ridiculous. Even that whole 10-year slave contract thing, that was like the talk of the town back in 2008 or 9. between them and TVXQ, the three members of three of the members of TVXQ. That was absolutely, just ridiculous for SM to construct contracts like that. And I'm pretty sure Tanisha Day probably has contracts like that too. And a lot of people think that these contracts that they become activated once the artists make their debut. Not so. These contracts aren't the contracts that the companies make for their artists don't go into effect. Go into effect the moment they sign their name on the dotted line. So, say for instance they have like a 5-year contract. The moment you sign your name on the dotted line and you spend 2 out of those 5 years in training, that's 2 years out of that 5-year contract. So, and then the rest of the 3 remaining is on, you do when you promote as a singer. And then after that, they'll probably, they'll ask you to renew your contract for another 5 years or whatever have you. But that contract always goes into effect the moment you sign on and you're a trainee. The time of the contract, it clicks and it starts. That's why a lot of these artists, they try to rush them in training. Within 2 years at least, they give them at least 2 to 3 years tops in training, because the clock ticks as soon as they start training. It ticks on that contract all the way to their debut. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this topic, this comment. What's your favorite company? YG, SM, JYP? You gave your small record label. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe. Peace.